me start off with our aims. So we've got four main aims. Primarily, we want to expand doctoral research skills in the UK. And we want to do this by addressing the skills gap. We know that there is a skills gap. If we just look at data-centric engineering type job adverts posted on various job sites, we know that there's a gap because many of those jobs still remain unfilled after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And this is something that we keep an eye on to see how well the demand is being filled. So this has already been picked up by the government already a few years ago, and it's part of the UK government's industrial strategy. They recognize that the skills are in high demand. We don't have enough of them within the UK, and we need to start thinking of new ways of filling that demand. And that's what this program is about. So that's the first of our aims. The second one is to do this by addressing barriers to doctoral training. So the traditional route into doctoral training is to do a BSc, then a master's possibly, and then into your PhD. And it's a fairly linear kind of process. And whilst that may be fairly standard for a lot of people, it can it can have barriers for some individuals. So the sorts of barriers that we have heard people talk of when we discuss with our doctoral candidates are things like vocational relevance. So people don't see the need for doing a PhD to go into the job they want to do. They don't see the relevance of it. There's issues about financial barriers. Maybe people want to start a family, and starting a family is just not possible on a student stipend. Or it could just be about recognizing your own confidence, right? So you've done your BSc, you've done your MSci degree, but even though you've got a good qualification, you're still not confident that the PhD, that you've got the ability to do a PhD or a doctoral qualification. So those are some of the barriers that people face, and we come across this time and time again. So we want to address those. We want to diversify talent. So we want to make research inclusive. When I introduced Queen Mary to you, I said that we have an ambition to be the most inclusive university of its kind. We know for a very long time that STEM subjects, so science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects, so otherwise known as STEM, those subjects typically tend not to attract women. And people from Black, Asian, and minority ethnic backgrounds, or BAME backgrounds, are much less likely to go into research degrees for a multitude of reasons. But we completely recognize that, and we want to try and reverse that trend. We want to try and tackle that trend. And we feel that that's part of our mission statement here at Queen Mary. The last of our aims is to increase industry investment in research. So we know that the UK research environment is the best in the world, without a doubt. We punch well above our weight in terms of our research output compared to the rest of the world, and indeed compared to the US, for example, our closest competitor. The problem that the UK has is that we are not very good at translating that research knowledge into commercial success. So taking that research out from universities and engaging with companies is something we are not very good at. And that's been known for a long time. So we want to try and address a new way of doing that. We'll do that by building integrated communities between industry and academia. And that's why our our industry partners are incredibly important in this particular program that I'll explain.